don't get me wrong, there are positive sides to what I do, but there's negative sides. And, depending on who the audience of this is, I think, it takes a certain maturity to understand that there are certain downfalls to what we do, and there's certain frustrations in what we do. And the truth is, there is a distinct difference between design and the business of design. Okay? So the truth is, most of the time, when you're in school and you're studying design, you're kind of learning all the skill sets to be able to develop a product and all that, but you're doing it within a pure context, and it's all about, again, the design process, how to create the most optimal, purposeful product. Period. There's no outside influences to that. But then, obviously, when you get out of school, your first thing is you got get a job. That's most people's journey. Some people, they have a confident sense of business and design creativity, and some just go out on their own right off the bat and just go out and either create their own brand or product, and that's a great journey as well. That was not my journey, so I cannot really speak for that. But for those who their first instinct is to go and work for a brand and develop products for a brand, you're now within the context of a business. Now, there are all these outside factors that start to weigh in now on the design process. Now, it's no longer about just creating the best product. Now, it's about, there's cost implications, there's marketing initiatives, there are management initiatives that come into play that sometimes dilute the process, or sometimes they compromise what could be the most optimal end result of a product. And I think that happens a lot. Not only is that when you ask me what are the challenges, that is one of the challenges as a designer, to be able to deal with that, because your real goal is, your passion is, your goal is to create the best product. That's what you sit down, that's what motivates you. You're like, I understand who the market is, who my consumer is. I know what this person wants because I've been studying it. It's been part of my research phase. And I know what they want, and I want to give it to them, because that's your responsibility as a designer, that's your instinct. But then, again, you're working under a brand, you're working under a business that, has certain, and certain stakeholders that have certain initiatives. And you have to respect that, because at the end of the day, they are paying your salary and they're employing you. And to a certain extent, they sort of own your creativity. So, there's that constant battle, and there are times when that battle gets the best of you and you lose in that battle. And when you lose a couple of times, you start to say, why am I doing this? You start to question, it goes against your natural directives as a designer, constantly. It's constantly going headbutting. So you think about quitting, because you say, well, I feel like my whole motivation is being compromised, by, the sort of outside factors that the business of design kind of brings in. So.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.